and it worked really, really well. But when we came back now this year, everything is pretty much gone. Like
Yeah, you
it's
can't
just
see any of it.
disintegrated. It looks like we never did it to begin with. Well, hey everyone, thanks for joining us again. And since our last video, we have been doing quite a bit of clearing again, but we did start by trying to burn down some of the wood pile that you saw us clearing in the last video to make space for the new camper. And we did a day of that, but after that, it's done nothing but rain. And boy, has it rained. We have had a ton of rain. Like, I cannot believe how much rain we've actually had. If you remember from way back when we, in our first winter, in the camper, we discovered that we had some leaks. And unfortunately, with all of the rain and snow and everything, and the cold and everything else that our older camper, or our original camper, has been through, some of those leaks have gotten quite bad. And they're actually getting a lot worse. What we think is going on is that the seam along the front side, so where the door is, that's where a lot of water is getting in. And
though it's not actually coming in at that point, like it's not, that's not where we're seeing it inside the camper. It's just, we think that's sort of the entry point inside the roof and then through out.
And it's like, going where gravity leads it. And so, I mean, we looked at a ton of solutions for it. I mean,
well, actually, over the last couple of years, we've gone up there and done several sort of repairs on it. But just kind of basic ones. We've used leak seal a couple of times. We had a heavier duty one than that first year. I don't remember what it was called, but and I think really it's mostly the cold and the snow that actually just
because the leak seal worked really well last summer, because we put it on at the beginning of summer and it worked really, really well. But when we came back now this year, everything is pretty much gone. Like it's just disintegrated. It looks like we never did it to begin with, which is a bit disappointing, because I thought it would last a lot longer than that. So we have looked at other solutions. We've looked at all kinds of expensive roof coatings that are just like, I mean, a crazy amount of money. And would they work? Probably, yeah, for sure. But we also have to remind ourselves that, like, we're not living in these campers forever.
And we're already in the process of sort of shifting ourselves over to the newer campers. So we do sort of want to use the old one ultimately as storage, and then maybe something else down the road. But for right now, it's kind of we're not our bed's out of there now and everything. So I mean, we're just kind of cooking and stuff in there.
And it's just until we get, the other camper set up to where we want it to be. And things like that. And then ultimately, of course, the goal is to have a cabin. So the campers are not here forever, or not for us forever as a home. So in the meantime, we just need to find a solution to just try and stop that water from getting in that side. And so we weighed all our options, and our cheapest option, for the moment anyway, is just to try and tarp as much of the roof as we can, specifically along that seam. So that's what we're going to do today, and we're going to take you guys along. And so we're going to give this tarp a try. It's a little bit wider than the camper. It's not quite as long, unfortunately. Our local Home Hardware have a very limited supply and stock, unfortunately, of tarp. And you can never really find exactly the right size that you need. So
Yes.
we're going to try our best to make this work. It is difficult because we have things that penetrate the roof. We have our solar panels up there, and the cables from that go in through a vent. We've got a railing around there, that kind of thing. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge, but we're going to do our very best to just at least try and cover that seam, and we'll touch base after we've done that. And there we have it. Couple of hours of work, but it's not the prettiest, but we really do hope that it'll at least like stop some of the water coming in.
Yeah.
We're actually like kind of a few feet short at the back, and that's the only thing I can think of is another tarp at the back there.
Yeah.
But that's a bit of a nightmare because of the panels and things like that. And it's just going to have to budgetarily wait a while. So,
But I think we probably still will end up just filling that in
yeah,
there because it'll just be a bit more secure that way.
for
So,
sure.
and we're gonna have to anyway over the winter
Yeah.
time.
So, it's, like I say, not exactly the prettiest, but, it's hopefully at least going to stop some of the water from coming in and soaking into the roof. It'll probably be a couple more days of dripping in certain spots, but
Yes.
yeah, we want to protect it as best we can. Um, Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out our website at ourbetterlife.ca, and on there is also our blog. And I blog on there relatively frequently, although I've been a little bit bad the last couple of weeks. But there's a blog on there, and you can subscribe to that blog. It'll show up in your inbox whenever I post. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. You can turn on notifications as well, and YouTube will let you know when we've posted a new video. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and until the next video. Hey, Rim. We're not going in the truck now.